Road to a Million day 122. Insane to think about right now, but that is, there's no buts about it. It's absolutely incredible that I've been doing this and you guys have been watching for this long. And if not, like, I'm just happy that I'm keeping track of what I'm doing right now. So it's really exciting to see the things that are going on. Today was a very, I've been going basically nonstop since 7 a.m. this morning. It's 9 p.m. right now, and I've absolutely loved every single moment of it. So that's exciting. Like this morning, I don't even remember I ended up gathering some leads for my coaching business that I do. And then after that, ended up having like 2.5 hour podcast with one of my friends out in Germany where we talked about like diets and language learning along with exercise and fitness and some visualization stuff as well. Did that and then had like a sales interview, like conversation with a dude that was part of an SMMA, and he was giving me this whole long list of things, and I was like, dude, you probably should save some of those things that you were talking about to kind of like use those for other objections that I had, which was interesting. And I've been having these conversations with these ads that I've been responding to online because I'm, one, curious to figure out how they're doing their processes, and then two, just wanting to understand, like, okay, is this a company that I would want to work with, or is this a company that I wouldn't want to work with? Did that for about an hour or so. Dude was really nice, and I wish him the best, and I know he's going to be incredibly successful at what he does, so I'm not worried about him by any means. And then took a little bit of a break. Well, actually, I didn't even get a break. And then I had another meeting right after that, which was me talking with the another ad that I responded to, where they were doing a fitness coaching instead of an SMMA, and that was really interesting to see like his perspective and his thoughts and his ideas around said topic. His approach was a lot different because they have a much more expensive program, which was he didn't even give me the prices on that one, so. Not entirely sure. And then right after that, I kind of chilled out, meditated for a little bit. Legs fell asleep. Meditated on this little table thing that I have over here. So I did that for a little bit. And then as I got up, my legs were asleep and I just fell right on the ground. I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen where it's like legs are so asleep that they just like they give out type of thing. So did that and then a little bit of a breather. For a second, I edited the audio from the podcast that I recorded this morning. And then after that, went to the gym, worked out with one of my buddies that I'm training right now for about an hour. We did some chest and triceps, just a little easy workout. I don't think he needs to be pushed as hard as I'm trying to push him, which is okay because he's like, I hate this, and I'm trying to switch his mind around, like thinking in a little bit different manner to that. And then it's also just like probably something that I myself have to do. He was giving me some ideas for podcasts and other topics, which was interesting to see. We talked about a couple of things, which was very interesting because I asked him too. I was like, hey, dude, like, I'm sorry that I kind of just like left you in the dust. Like when I was talking with these people, he's like, no, it's cool. Like I like being able to learn those things. I was like, okay, that's awesome. Because I was always under the impression that like I wanted to give somebody else the full attention when I'm with them type of thing. But being able to see like, hey, it's okay if I do start and create conversations with other people. Like it's just a way of being able to connect individuals to oneself or to each other, which is it's a big thing of what I do and who I am. So I figured might as well do that. And I asked him if that was something that like he thought would be valuable. And it's like, yeah. So I have a couple of ideas on what I should do or what I can do. Doing should and saying should is not the best word choice to use. So it's a matter of like changing that word choice to like, I want to do this or I can do this or whatever it may be. So that's exciting. And then did I do anything else? Went to the gym, came back, ended up talking with one of my buddies he offered me kind of like a job. Doing like setting and high ticket sales, which is interesting to see. I mean, it's not even that high ticket sales. Like the product that they would be selling is like $1,500 or something like that. Which is like he said 10% rate. So each deal you get $150, which I mean like it's actually pretty decent. Didn't even think about that, doing that myself as well too. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. It's actually pretty good. I'm gonna think about that. But yeah, it was a cool strategy to see how he was doing that because let me just do day 22 really fast. I also recorded two voiceovers for my anime channel that I do as well too. So did that, uploading those right now. Probably gonna change the title on this one. But yeah, he was talking about, he was like, hey, do you know anybody that's in the setters like can do setting. And I was like, yeah, probably. And I was asking him all these different questions around like the ideas that I had, because I was like, okay, like let's see about this, because I was just like, okay, let's just see about this. I thought I exported that. Oh, why is that in day 23? Oh, we're on day 22. Yeah, so talked with him for a bit around that, and I was like, okay, this is interesting, this is fascinating, because I was thinking about that myself. It's like, how do I get other people to want to be a part of the product or service that I'm doing? And then having him give me the call and be like, hey, I think you'd be a good fit for this. I'm like, okay. Do I not have the right aspect ratio on this? I thought I changed it. Sequence settings. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. Weird. I wonder what that other one was at. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry, you guys. Sequence setting. This one should also be 1920 by 1080. I might have uploaded the wrong sequence setting. 1920. Yeah, weird. Whatever. No, it's probably because it's not uploaded all the way yet. But yeah, so it's being able to see him, how he was doing what he was doing, was really quite fascinating. In 22 and 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I know I'm doing two things at once, which I probably shouldn't be doing two things at once. I'm just taking a little bit of a because I'm going to be calling this girl that I'm talking to a little bit later tonight. I think I might ask her to be my girlfriend. We'll see. I like her. She's cool. So yeah, but yeah, just been running around all day, which has been absolutely fantastic. And it was cool to be like, hey, do you know anybody in this position? And then as we started talking, he started, oh, dude, this is so smart. It's so smart, because it was just like, he was seeing if anybody else would be interested in the said product. And it's like, well, I started asking questions, and that's what I can do with my, like, that's the exact thing that I can do for me to be able to get my coaching clients as well, too, is just be like, hey, do you know anybody that would be interested in doing this? It's like, oh, yeah. And then if they start asking questions, it's like, okay, then I can just kind of build upon that, which is, it's really, really, really fascinating to see. So going to give that a try. Going to export some more leads tomorrow from TikTok. Maybe I'll, like, that was my plan. I exported all my leads from Instagram this morning, as I was saying. And then, yeah, just going to have a couple of different leads, because I figure if I have around 3,000 plus leads or so, I should be able to close at least, I would say. I mean, 3,000, where's my calculator? I'll just do the math real quick. So let's say I have 3,000 leads and I can do a 0.1. I mean, that's 300. But like, let's go, I guess, on a little bit lower. So 3,000 times that by 0.02. I mean, that's 60 people. And if I get 60 people, I'd say $200 an hour or something like that. I mean, that's pretty good. But $60, do I really want to have 60 people? Working with 60 people every single week? No. I'd rather have, like, I want to be able to make like at least 4,000 a week or so, I would say. So I mean, divide that by 200 right now. So I mean, 20 people per week coaching. I feel like that's manageable times that. Yeah, 20 people. So I mean, if I can close out of 3,000 times that, what is that? Divide that by 20. I mean, 100 is that? I don't think I did my math right there. 300 divided by 0.2. No, that's not right either. 300 or 3,000 times by 0.001 is 3 people. So, I mean, if I do 3,000 times by 0.005, it's 15 people. So I have to close 3,000 times by 0.008. No. 3,000 times by 0.009 equals. Yeah, I guess it could be actually. Well, that's 27 people. I only need 20 was what I was saying. So 3,000 times by 0.007. I have to close less than 1% of people to get 21 clients. Which that is simple enough. Like 21 clients times that by 200, let's say. Just to start out. I mean, that's $4,200 a week, and then I times that by 4. We're at $16,000 a month, which that's, I mean, 20 clients paying $200 an hour, and that's good, because then let's say we times that, because then we have to times that for taxes, 0.09. So I mean, that'd be a take home of around $8,232. Simple enough. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. I'll see you tomorrow.